Antipop came about from something called the Neo-Rican, which was an open mic kind of spoken word kind of event, in the Lower East Side, yeah. And actually, it wasn't the Neo-Rican; it was the Fez, and that was where people were coming in and they were just like doing poetry, doing lyrics, a cappella, you know what I mean? But it was all a cappella event, and then we met there, and then we just started working together, and we formed Antipop Consortium, which was individual members in a collective that would then take your own tracks, put it on this thing called Antipop Consortium. It wasn't really a group, it was just like Sayyid, Beans, High Priest, and then individually just different songs.
And is that from the kind of compilation that track?
It happened during the same time, but this was something that went on the Tragic Epilogue, which was our first album. And when I listen back to it, it's definitely like a definite time warp, and it's cool. It's definitely cool for the time. However, like right after that, there were other tracks that we were doing that were going further with the electronics.
Yeah.
So yeah, if that answers.
Sure. And I mean, down the line, you got signed to Warp.
Yeah.
Am I correct? Was that the next album up, or?
Yeah, it was from what they heard with Tragic Epilogue, and then I guess Tragic Epilogue was just one of those things that came out at the right time for certain heads, Yeah. But nobody, we really didn't have. It wasn't really like it was insular, really APC in that era of time, because like cats weren't really fucking with APC like that. They were fucking with mostly like the Juggernauts and things like that. Like fat beats and like real kind of hardcore, like 5-element style stuff. And it was like, wasn't really a lot of love for cats. It was love for us with all the people who were left of center. You know what I'm saying? But we weren't really fitting into like the fat beats crowd. You know what I mean? And I remember like they were not going to like play the records, or they're not going to sell the records in their store. You know what I mean?
What, the Antipop kind of electronic style stuff?
Nah, they weren't fucking with APC.
Yeah.
Nah. You know who was fucking with APC? Was like just people who were into lyrics but were like open-minded, like art people. You know what I mean? People into like art. People who were, just weird people. You know what I mean? Just bugged out people. Like.